This video is to show you how to access everything that you need to do to export your grades and complete the plethora of items that you have to do to close out the school year. We hope you're going to find this very, very simple. As we asked you in a number of emails, in order to complete the school year, you have to have been able to sign in to your Google account, your FCPS Google account. So I'm going to start with that process right now. I recommend that you use either Firefox if you're on your school computer or Chrome, and not Internet Explorer. Go to google.com, which is where I am at this screen right now. On the top right hand corner you will see where it says sign in. I'm going to click sign in, and I'm going to sign in using my FCPS Schools account. So that's my BA brand at fcpsschools.net. I'm going to put in my password. And sign in. And you'll notice now that my sign-in name is in the upper right-hand corner. From here, what I'm going to do is look for Sites on the black bar. So I'm going to click Sites. And you probably will not see anything down in this area here. So I'm going to show you how to find that Robinson Secondary End of Year site. I'm going to put the cursor where it says Search My Sites and type Robinson and the search button. And it will bring you to Robinson Deutsch and Robinson Secondary End of the Year. Click the End of the Year. And the first thing that you want to do is bookmark the page so that you don't have to keep searching for it all the time. So you can go to your bookmarks and say bookmark this page. That's fine, that's done, and then you can just find it from your bookmarks. So here is your checkout site. There are two primary pieces. The first piece that most of you will be using extensively is the checkout sheet. But down here, Administrative A, Administrative B, and Administrative C are where you can track your progress. This is here based on the feedback that we received last year that said you wanted to be able to see the checkout sheet that tracked your progress. So let's take a look at that first. I'm going to click Administrative C. Your departments are listed under Administrative A, B, and C so that you know which one you need to get to. Here you have populated by department all teachers' names. If you do not see your name on a department sheet, please get in touch with Karen or Barbara ASAP. First thing you'll do is look at the count. This is how many of the 12 items do you currently have done. This count says 2, and when you get all 12 done, it will say yes in this column here. All of these are things that you need to do that somebody will be signing you out. Your summer contact form, your evaluation, senior failures, underclass failures, your grade book, all of those items. And you'll notice that when your department chair checks you out, it's going to show that in this column here. Let me show you what it will look like when everything has been completed. I'm just going to put in an A for now, and Melissa Brinkman, I will make sure that I correct this and delete all of these before the end so that you will have a clean sheet. You'll notice how that count keeps going up as different people check you out based on what you have done. So now you'll notice that because all of those things have been completed, it now shows a count of 12 and complete turn to yes. So this is how you can track your progress. You'll notice Administrative A, a lot of middle school departments are in checkout sheet A plus the vision department. Administrative B are many of our electives are listed in Administrative B, and Administrative C are primarily high school plus the media center in there. So always check to find out which one of those applies to you. But primarily what you're looking at is the checkout sheet. So let's go ahead and click the checkout sheet 2013. This tells you what you have to do and when you need to do it and where to do it. So senior failures, it tells us notify parent within 24 hours of each final exam. The form must be completed by noon on Monday, June 10th, 2013. So you will need to let your parents know if a child has failed, and then the form gets completed at the end. Where do we find the form? Click here. And then our senior failures is very much identical to what we had last year. You put your last name, you put your first name, and then everybody has to put in the first senior failure, unless of course you don't have any seniors. What you're going to do, pay close attention, type only the last 4 digits of a student ID number. Do not type the entire student ID number. If you teach seniors but you have no failures, you're going to type the word none, okay? And then your class, okay? So if you had a student who failed, you have the first 4 digits there, the last 4 digits, the class that they failed, and this is very important. This is how did you contact the parent to let them know. There are spaces for, I believe, 10 failures. If you have more than 10 failures, submit the form and then just create a second form. So that's our senior failure form. Unpaid obligations, it's going to give you some directions. You have to obtain the forms directly from the finance office. One copy goes to the student, one is kept by the teacher, and the teacher has to bring the remaining copy to the finance office in accordance with the schedule. So those are your senior unpaid obligations and your underclass one unpaid obligations deadlines as well. Information regarding building supervision is there, linked. The summer address form, notice the date on that. It is early, June 5th, 2013, and this is for a couple of different reasons, but please pay attention to that June 5th deadline. And again, to get to the form, click here, and then all you have to do is supply the information and submit it. We have it set up so that you receive a copy of every form that you submit in your Google email. Most of this is self-explanatory through here. Few different things on the technology on our tech page. We do give you some things that you do need to do before leaving with regard to storage. I do remind you that it states do not move any computers, carts, or projectors. Please do not disconnect those carts. They need to stay right where they are because this building is used during the summer and we do need to access the equipment that is in there. Underclass failures is the same principle as the others. Your bundled and labeled exams. If you do not go to give a final exam, please go to your administrator or administrative assistant and let them know so that they will check you out for that column. On the grades, you're going to click here for directions, and these are in a variety of parts, and you must take a look at each part because there are a lot of parts of this. So you've got part 1, which is your schedule. If you come to part 2, It's going to give you directions on transferring fourth quarter grades to average calculation. So each of these different parts are things that you need to complete for that final checkout for your grades. And it will take you all the way through to part 10, which is after your verification sheets, on how to archive that gradebook. Do not archive the gradebook until verification sheets are signed. Okay? Information regarding that, verification sheets and deadlines are listed on that sheet. So basically, if you go through everything on here, you are going to make sure that you have everything done. I do encourage you on your department checkout, on department checkout forms, every department has a different form. So make sure you click there and then click the correct department, because they ask for different things. You might want to take a look at your department's form and find out what it is that you're being asked to do in advance of going to the form. So if I go to high school science, this is what it's asking me to do. And this will vary from department to department. So that completes what you need to know for your checkout. If you have any questions, please contact Karen or I, and we'll be glad to help you out. Happy checking out!